given circuit, the switch is opened at t is equal to 0 plus. In this circuit, the switch is opened at t is equal to 0 plus. For this circuit, you have to find v dv by dt d square v by dt at t is equal to the 0 plus. Okay, now you can see the circuit. Here instead of inductor, here we have capacitor. Here we have capacitor 1 microfarad, 1 kilo ohm resistance, 10 amps. This is V of t. The switch is open before the switch is actually closed. The switch is opened at t is equal to 0. T is equal to 0, the arrow mark. They are given arrow mark like this. Initially the switch is closed. So now when the switch is closed, I'll rewrite. This is 10 amp. The switch is closed. This is for t is equal to 0 minus. For t is equal to 0 minus, all 10 amps, all the 10 amps flowing through this. And in resistance and in capacitor, zero current. Here also zero current, here zero. All the 10 amps is coming through this because there is a short circuit. For T minus, all the switch is coming. So initial voltage in the capacitor is 0 volts. And at C is equal to 0 plus also, capacitor will not immediately charge. Still it is 0 volts only. So initial voltage in the capacitor is 0 volts. Next, at T is equal to T is equal to 0, the switch is open. When the switch is open, what is the new circuit? Okay, so you remember the table, how the capacitor behaves at t is equal to 0 plus. At 0 is equal to 0 plus, the capacitor acts as short circuit. Capacitor acts as short circuit, and since we are writing KCL, old current across capacitor is, you remember, C into dV by dt. Capacitor current is C into dV by dt. This you remember. And capacitor acts as short circuit. Okay, so remember this. Now we'll proceed now. Okay, now the switch is now opened at t is equal to 0 plus. Okay, 0 plus, the switch is open. Now this current will flow through this, and capacitor acts as short circuit. This capacitor acts as short circuit. It acts as short here. At t is equal to 0 plus, just after switching, capacitor acts as short circuit, and this switch is open at t is equal to 0. So here 1 kilo ohm resistance is there, here 0 resistance is there. So since 0 resistance, short circuit is there, all the current flows through 10 amps and no current here. In the resistance, 1 kilo resistance is there. So always current flows in 0 resistance path. So all 10 amps will flows through capacitor and no current flows through this. Since it acts as a short circuit, V of 0 plus is V of 0 plus is 0 volts, because it is a short circuit. Short circuit means 0 volts. Or if you consider this resistance 1 kilo ohm into 0 ohms, 1 kilo ohms into 0 amps. Current is 0 because this 10 amps goes through 0 resistance short circuit path. No current coming through resistance. So 0 resistance into 1 kilo ohm is 0 volts, or 10 amps into 0. Short circuit means 0 resistance. 10 amps into 0 is 0. So at t is equal to 0 plus, we get V of 0 plus is also 0. Okay. Next, for t greater than 0. For t greater than 0, apply KCL. So here, what consider original circuit? You have to write this current is equal to, and write here only. For t greater than 0, this current is equal to this and this. Only for t is equal to 0 plus, you have to consider this as a short circuit. For t greater than 0, you have to consider original capacitor here, whatever the value resistance, and you have to write KCL. The current 10 amps is equal to Kirchhoff current law. 10 amps is equal to current through 1 kilo ohm, current through 1 microfarad. Current through resistance is voltage by resistance value. V of t by 1k. 1k means 10 power 3. And current in inductor, current in capacitor, I told it is C into dV by dt. This table is very, very important. I am telling again and again. Current, if you make this one mistake, if you, by mistake, if you write like this, it is wrong. Current is equal to C into dV by dt. For inductor, voltage is equal to L into dI by dt. Okay, now it is C into dV by dt. C is micro, no? So 10 power minus 6, micro means 10 power minus 6, C dVt by dt, and we have to find dV by dt at t is equal to 0 plus. You substitute at t is equal to 0 plus, at t is equal to 0 plus, this 10 will remains as it is. Okay, 10 remains as it is, and we dV by dt, I think dV by dt, how much we got here? V of 0 plus, so I think we got here 0. V of dt is equal to 0. If I substitute at t is equal to 0 plus, this part is 0. This part is 0 because V of t 0 plus is 0. So this entire term is 0. So we left with 10 power minus 6 dV by dt is equal to 10. Okay. This part is 0. Okay. Then dV by dt is equal to this, you have to bring it to denominator. This you have to bring it to denominator. So dV by dt is equal to dV by dt of 0 plus is equal to 10 divided by 10 power minus 6. 10 power minus 6, if you bring it to numerator, it becomes plus 6. 10 power 6 into 10 is equal to 10 power 7. This is 0. 10 into 10 power 6 is 7. If you have any confusion, you can do calculator. I'll show you. Don't do mistake in hurry. You can do like this. 10 power 10 divided by 10 power minus 6. No. 10 divided by 10 power minus 6. We'll get press engineer button. So 10 into 10 power 6. Okay, 10 into 10 power 6 is, okay, it is, you can write 10 into 10 power 6 or 10 power 6 into 10, 10 power 1, 10 power 6 is equal to 10 power 7, or you can put 10 into 10 power 6 only. Okay, press ENG button and you write like that only. It is equal to 10 into 10 power 6 volts per second. Next, I have to find out d square v by dt square. To find the differentiate this equation number 1 once again. This equation number 1. This one you have to differentiate once again. Differentiation of 10. Differentiation of 10 is 0. And this 10 power 3, it is if you take it to numerator, 10 power minus 3. And v of t, if you differentiate, you'll get dv by dt. And 10 power minus 6, if you differentiate, d square v by dt square is equal to 0. Again, put to t is equal to 0 plus. At t is equal to 0 plus, this 0 and 10 power minus 3 dv by dt 0 plus. dv by dt 0 plus value is this value. You substitute that here, substitute that value here, and 10 power minus 6 d square y by dt square. Okay, d square y by dt square is equal to it is equal to, you can do like this, throughout they are multiplied with 10 power 6 minus 6, divide throughout by 10 power minus 6, divide throughout by minus, this will get cancelled. This is minus 3 divided by 10 power minus 6. So minus 3 and minus 6 means minus 3 get cancelled. In the denominator, minus 3 will be there. That minus 3, if you bring it to numerator, it becomes plus 3. Okay. Divide throughout by 10 power minus 6. This is becomes 1. And here also 10 power minus 6. Okay, here minus 3 is there. Here this minus 6, if you bring it to numerator, plus 6. Minus 3 plus 6 is plus 3. And you bring it this one to left side, it becomes minus 10 power 3 into dv by dt. And dv by dt value is 10 into 10 power 6. 10 into 10 power 6 is 10 power 7. I think dv by dt is 10 power 7. And let me calculate. Okay. 10 power 3, it is 10 power 10 power 3. Actually, minus is there. Minus 10 power 3. Okay. Then into dv by dt 0 plus. Dv by dt 0 plus is 10 into or 10 power 7. It is equal to minus 10 into 10 power 9. Minus 10 into 10 power 9. This answer is actually, I think it is wrong. We'll check it out. This is minus 10 into minus 10 into 10 power 9. Minus 10 into 10 power 9. Or 10 power minus 10 into 10 power 10, I think. 10 into 10 power 9 is 10 power 10. Okay. So let me check in the other book. See if it is a capacitor. Okay. I'll repeat once again. Before the switch is okay, before the switch is closed. So all the current flowing through this. No current is flowing through inductor and capacitor. So V of 0 plus is 0 volts. It is correct. When the switch is open, at t is equal to 0 plus the switch is open, capacitor acts as short circuit, and since it is short circuit, Vc of 0 plus is 0 volts. Okay, is also correct. V of 0 plus and Vc of 0 plus is also 0. For t greater than 0, you have to apply KCL. The current going to the node is 10. Current leaving from the node is V by 1000. That is in a resistance. It is voltage by resistance, and it is C into dV by dt. C value is 1 micro. Micro is 10 power minus 6. C dV by dt. So dV by dt is equal to V of 0 plus is 0. This is 0. So dV by dt is 10 divided by 10 power minus 6. It is equal to 10 into 10 power 6. 10 into 10 power 6. This answer is correct. Next, differentiate this equation once again. Differentiate this equation. Differentiate this equation is equal to, once again, 1 by 1000 dV by dt 10 power 6 d square v by dt square. Okay. And substitute t is equal to 0 plus. Then you are going to get dV by dt at 0 plus is equal to 10 power 6 d square v by dt square. dV by dt value is already known. Okay. dV by dt is already known. So it is 10 into 10 power 6. 10 into 10 power 6. And if you substitute and if you calculate, we are getting minus 10 into 10 power 9. This answer is correct. So I think by mistake here this is given as 10 power 7. It is wrong. It is 10 into 10 power 9 minus 10 into 10 power 9. Same answer we got in calculator also. So this answer is correct. So this is also one of the important problem. If you study some 8 problems, easily you will get 10 marks. Thank you.